In this session, we are going to see the how to monitoring Vertex AI models. So without any delay, let me start. In the meantime, my name is Suresh, and in this discussion, in this video, we are not going to discuss anything about the concepts or theoretical or technical. We are only going to execute the tasks based on the provided scripts. Um, at any point, if you want to look into that, you can anyway pause the video and then go through the contents. So let me set up the environment first so that Google Cloud can provide the required environment for us. Okay. You can pause the video and go through this objectives overview and what is our bench and these things and all. And setup and requirements, just now I have completed it. Now let's start with the task one. Navigation menu, libraries, notebooks, API, presenter. Okay, there's library, API, enter and enable it. Okay, launch Vertex AI. Vertex AI. For each enabling, you can see this here. In the notifications, we'll see the enable. Click on enable all recommended APIs. The notification, you can see the full list of it. So in the workbench, navigate to workbench. In the instance view, click on create new. Here you can give lab workbench. These are all the steps here. Provide lab workbench, US East 4, East 4A, North Virginia East 4, East 4A in the zone. So I will leave the rest of it as is. I'm not going to touch anything. All the environment are default. Machine types, shutdown details, everything is default. Disks are default. You can see the balanced persistent disk with 100 GB of size. Network as default. Continue. IAM as a default. Continue. Click on create. So this will take about 5 to 7 minutes. So let's wait for you can see the task started at 6:51, but let's wait for a few more minutes for to have the lab to be started. Let's wait for the Open Jupyter lab to get enabled. So we'll wait here. So it took about 5 to 7 minutes. So let me click on Open Jupyter lab. In the meantime, let's click on the Python 3. We'll name something, and then let's clone the repository. Task 1 and 2 is successfully completed. Let's start implementing. We can create Python 3. Can rename it as lab notebook. Paste this, shift enter. So in the left side, you can see the cloning will start. Cloning will start and the folder will get created and all the files will get downloaded there. Let's wait for this cloning to complete. Once this cloning is complete, let's navigate to this directory, monitor your model monitor. Training data courses deep dive, machine learning in enterprise labs, open model monitor. Okay, we'll do that. Assistant, training data analyst, courses, machine learning, deep dive 2, machine learning in the enterprise, labs, model monitor. Let me open the model monitor. Here it is, kernel is Python 3. Now see here how I get the navigation. This is the same navigation. Training data courses to machine learning, deep dive 2, machine learning in the enterprise, labs, monitor. For the interest of time, I will open the solutions as well. Okay. So first let me open the solutions as well in the another tab. Oops. Okay. Here at this point, you can pause the video and go through the concept here. What is model monitoring, training serving skew, diff detection, and these are the objectives. So the example model is this blog post. Okay, let's see what's the blog post. Uh, Google Analytics report. One more step we need to do is like we need to clear the output. Edit clear all out. Let me do that as well. Edit clear all outputs. Okay, now good. Solutions notebook. We just opened it in a separate window, so we are good with that. Let's set up the dependencies and let's import the necessary libraries. Installing TensorFlow data validation. So if you can see, everything is quite upgrade. Silently, it is getting updated. Once restart the kernel, after this will automatically restart the kernel. We'll get a pop-up. Let's wait. Once this is done, it will be completed as done. It will be printed as done. In few seconds, we will see uh, a message called. First, we will see the restarting kernel pop-up. And another way to see is like you can see the cells are busy. I mean, kernel status is busy. Once this is becomes idle, that means that cell is executed fully. Let's see the solutions, just for our understanding. You can see these are the two methods we are looking for. There are a lot of errors. I'm not sure why these errors is coming now. Maybe because of the latest thing. So restarting kernel done. Now it is idle. Let's import the required data. Now let's see the cloud project. Here, Get into this. This is my project number. What what is expected here? Project ID. So let me copy this project ID here and update it over here. And this is a US Central one. I'm not sure whether I can use the US Central one because I have seen some other location in the system requirements. Let's say starting. Let's say you can see we already used US East, but here is given as a Central one. I doubt Central one will work. So I will give the region as US East 4. Now let's run. Okay, we can do the same here. Okay, path exists. So define some helpers. Run here. This is a very huge file. So explaining this will take some time. But anyway, you have the code that you can clone for your local reference for understanding purpose. Let's import the model. Okay, to do model ID. So let me navigate to this. Model is provided as output. So from that output, we are extracting the model ID. If you incur model building error, for example, service account doesn't have sufficient IAM, here we have another previous one. Let it execute, deploy the endpoint. So we should see something like this. Let's try. I'll pause the video. So once that is successful, now you can see this model output. This model output has been created with the endpoint HTTPS using the endpoint US East port, waiting for operation, and then model chunk projects location East port model chunk is created. Now let's deploy this. I just copied this endpoint and the deployment model ID. So let me deploy this, deploying your model. So once this is done, Then we can print the endpoint. We will request the default input and we'll get the response. So let's wait to deploy it. But I'm not sure why this was the progress, these many dots. So I will leave this model creation took about 8 to 10 minutes. So I have just started the deployment. Here you can see this will take about 10 minutes to complete if you have already deployed a model to an endpoint by running the cell after next one. So let's wait. Now you can see this model is got deployed. It took about 12 to 15 minutes for me to get this step completed. So, and also the next step is the prediction. Now you can see the prediction and the response it got printed out. And again, you can pause the video and go through the values, props, and architecture. And now let's configure email. Right now I'll give my dummy email. It's an email, job nature, log rate, monitor results, and all other defaults. So now let's do the monitoring. And in the last step, if you can see, there is some activity. You know why this is blocking the view. Go to this. Uh, this one we already set. And let me copy the whole line. Unfortunately, I'm not able to view that line. Let me paste it over here. This is the job. Okay. So now we have configured. So let's create the monitoring job. So created a monitoring job with the provided details. Now run the prediction. Okay. Prediction succeeded. Wait for a minute or two. You should receive an email at the address configured. Okay. Let me wait for a couple of minutes and come back with the email. Okay, so instead of waiting for this email to get triggered, we'll continue with our next steps. So let's configure the storage parts. We got all the jobs here. You will notice the component of the storage parts. We have that information. At any point, you can pause the video. Let's generate test data to trigger alerting. So here, our code needs to be here. So let me go back to the solutions. The solutions. The iterations. Okay. Just time into tests per second. Let me replace this. let me run the code. Setting prediction 1, 2, 3. Let's let it continue this and interpret while waiting for the results, which as noted, we may take 1 hour. How you can read ahead to get sense of alerting experience. So in the meantime, what we can do is we can go to the console and endpoints, Vertex AI, and check again. Um, Notice cloud. This is dashboard. Uh, I think this is the place. Instead of central, I think we have created a new US East port. Yeah, here it is. So you can see this endpoint. Click on churn, and we have the ready, and we have some predictions going on. Computer nodes 1:1. Monitoring is enabled. Traffic split, everything is up to date. Let's do the model details. So models is available in model registry. So let's go to the online prediction, back, churn, monitoring of enabled. Let's click on alerts. Monitoring reps everyone. Okay, we have some information about the monitor. In the meantime, let me check the code. What about the prediction? Prediction is upon sending. May take up to hour and a half, and you can read ahead to get sense of alerting experience. Here is a sample email will look like this. User management language, okay. Monitoring results, we saw this. So let's say the alerts here. There are 0 alerts per now. Anyway, it will take some time to get the alerts, but at this point, I'm not going to wait till the alerts is getting generated. Let's check whether the email is got triggered. No, the email is got triggered for me. But anyway, when you try from your end, try to be take some time and look into this. But here, this is how we will verify. John, let's get into John. Let's get into conversion. This is model register. This John. We want to see the enabled. Here I want to see the alerts. Here this is the place where the alerts will be displayed. But anyway, it will take 1.5 hours. Here you can see something like this. Okay, thank you for joining. This concludes our session and have a great day. Bye. That is the reason. Okay, sorry about that. That is the reason they have given about 2.5 hours for this training to get completed. But I don't have time to look into this to the complete. So clean up. Hmm. Let's clean up this. Though we trust that the previous steps will get enabled, but for to check that I need to wait another 1 hour for this. So I'm not going to wait till that. So let's clean up the work. Vertex AI online predictions. First, we close close this. Let me leave. Let me close the bucket. Close online predictions. Select and deploy the model. Okay. Ah, in model registry, model registry. Select. Then I want to undeploy it, but I'm not sure. Can't delete this anymore because one of model was deployed. Deploy model versions first. Okay, let's try this. Okay, now select. Okay, undeploy model from endpoint. Okay, click on undeploy. Go back, select the endpoint, select delete and confirm. Okay, going back, select, delete, delete the endpoint. Let's go. The vertex in a model registry. Click and delete model. Delete. So this ends our session. So let me end the lab. Let me close this as well. Let me end the lab. This concludes our lab session.